Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're doing part 3 of the build of the Lego Technic bucket wheel excavator. This is how far we made it in 2 parts. Well, sort of. We have this big dump truck that we've built as well. So this is kind of the main turntable. So what we have now to build is there's going to be 2 track pieces that are going to be attached right here on the side. And basically what this consists of is the bag 3 parts. So I've already dumped them out off to the side here on the table. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this. So we are building 2 of the same piece. I guess both of the tracked pieces are exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is kind of build them concurrently. Kind of like the other part 2, we had a couple of 2 times builds, and basically I built them as we finished each step or each page, went through and went back and repeated those steps. That's kind of what I'm going to do here. Well, it's not kind of, it is what I'm going to do here. So we have that right there. Let me do the other one real quick. So I have these 3 long friction pins. Put these L-shaped lift arms. Those are sandwiched between another one of these. I have 2 more of these guys. There, right there. So you can see that's both of them so far. So we have another couple of these. 2, 3, 4. All right, so these 2 pieces on. We now need 20 of these 3 long friction pins, 10 for each one. So we got 5 on this side. Do 5 on this side. Goes there. 2 more. There and there. And another 2. And finally our last 2. Right there and right there. Very good. Bunch of those pieces. Make a little more light in here. Didn't realize I had a light off. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have this red piece. This is going to go on the underside of this T-shaped lift arm. That will slide over that one. Oops, you know what? I accidentally skipped a step. Had these 11 long lift arms. Slid down on this. Those 2 spots. So let's go ahead and do that other T-shaped piece. call it T-shape because it looks like a T, like that. Got a slide there. We have 2 more. This one will go there, there, down like this. This one will go. I need 1 more of those black pieces. There's the T-shape, there's the black thing. It's basically a pin with a perpendicular pin hole. I'll slide there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 more of these lift arms. So when you put these on, you look at the instructions and see how many holes are still exposed. So it's 2 on this first one and 1 on that one. And that's how we know that it's right. Now, these things are very, very beefy. It looks like we're gonna start adding some of the pieces for the tank treads or the tracks. So this will slide all the way in there like that. And it seems a little tight as far as the friction, but we'll just kind of go with it. I think that one seems a little bit looser. Come on, let's get in there. There we go. That one feels good. Last one here. All right. Next we have this piece with a 3 long friction pin and a standard length of the friction pin. So these 2 go on this side, and then on the other side we're just going to have 2 regular friction pins. Right. Let me get this other one caught up. Then we have a lot of wheels to put on. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. So the regular friction pin one's here, and then the ones with the 3 long friction pin on this side. So we're good there. Next up is these pulley wheels, and they're going to have a yellow axle through each one. So we actually have 12 axles, 24 pulley wheels. So what I'm doing is putting each one of these on an axle. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 10. 11 and 12. So what we're going to do is slide each one through, and then it gets another pulley wheel on the other side. And I'm just going to try to, it shows them already installed. It doesn't really show you very clearly what hole each one goes through. So I'm gonna put it in and then see how it matches to the picture. That's more or less how I'm gonna make this work. Once again, you don't want these squeezed too tight on here to where it pinches up against the lift arms, because it will cause some unnecessary friction and you actually won't turn very well at all. So you want it a little wiggle room, as I like to call it. All right, so we're looking good here. That one's a little tight. We have 2 more. Here's 1. And our final one right here. Okay. So that's all of the pieces with the pulley wheels. And then next we have 8 of these axles with a friction pin combo piece. They're going on the inside of this piece sticking up. 1, 2, and the final one right here. Okay, so we have these 5 long lift arms that will connect to those axles. I mean the pins part that's sticking out. Very good. So we'll move that to the side. Next we have essentially what's a 4 times build. And got all of these pieces on. We're going to do a 3 long thin lift arm, bushing, that piece, another bushing, a little pulley wheel. A little smaller one, and those pieces attached there. This is a non-friction 3 long pin, so with this pulley wheel on there, it actually spins. That's what you want for. That's 2 of them. I need to make 2 more. They're identical. This is what I was talking about when I said it's a 4 times build. All right, so we have our thin lift arm, the bushing, pulley wheel piece, and that attaches to the exposed axles. One more time. Okay, so there's all 4 of them. So we are going to start to push them in. They don't go all the way in. This is the way it shows it in the instructions. Just kind of barely pushed in. Now we have these medium-sized panels. Put some 3 long friction pins and then some 3 long lift arms on each one. Looks like we're supposed to put 2 on each side. One more right here. Okay. Oops. Knocking my instruction book over. Alright, so this piece will pop on there and right there. So the next thing we're going to do is bring our large turntable piece over. Looks like this thing is going to slide right where this frame is sticking out. Now we're going to slide those elements all the way through to connect each together, just like that. And repeat that for the other side since it is symmetrical. Okay. So that is what it looks like with the frame pieces on there. So, okay, it also shows this piece being slid over and interlocked with axle joiners. So that's our drivetrain. So as I turn that, you can see those little wheels on the ends turning ever so slightly. So next up we have our tank treads. So look at all these tank treads. There's 88 of them, and we're going to make 2 links of 44. Now, they don't typically give us an extra one of these, so more or less what I can do is just keep on connecting until I think it's about the right amount and stop and do another one, line it up. So it's basically a bar clip combo. Each tread has a clip that clips to the bar of the previous tread that also has a bar on it. And you just keep on going. We've seen a lot of the use of these in Nexonite sets, Lego Ninjago sets, even some city bulldozer type sets. So whereas they used to be strictly just a Lego Technic element, they're starting to bleed over into other Lego system sets. So let's stop there for now. It's getting pretty long. What I'm going to do is start a second link of them and then start to line them up and even them out as necessary. We should be good to go. Now the one thing that this doesn't have that we got in, say, the Nexonite 4-Trek set and even the Ninjago Ultra Stealth Raider set, is those little rubber knobs that go on the inside of these tracks that would actually allow it to move a little bit easier, especially on tabletops. I'm guessing the weight of this set alone is going to be enough to create some friction whereas those other sets I just mentioned are significantly smaller than this set, and the weight alone is probably not enough to cause enough friction to move the tracks. Oops, dropped one. I'll have to pick that up in a second, because like I said, there's not extras of this. We're getting pretty close to the end of them. All right, so you can see one is longer than the other now. Maybe you can't see. There you go, now you can see. So let me build a few more links. Pop that on there right there. We need 4 more for this one. 2, 3, 4. All right, so 5 will equal it out. Because I have one on the ground that I need to pick up. So you can see one is a single link shorter than the other. And that's my last link right there. So we have our 2. We basically just line these up. The center line of the whole wheel assembly. Bring it around and snap it together. Do the same with this one. Snap that together. In the moment of truth, when I turn this, you can see the treads are actually turning. It's very, very slow, but it's meant to be that slow because this thing is so big that it slowly pushes itself into the mountainside as it's digging with the bucket wheel, or the wheeled bucket. But it works. We don't have anything that's binding with it. It's all good to go. All right, so that completes part 3 of this build. Part 4 is going to be a big one. We have a lot of bags with a lot of parts in that part, so this one seemed to go a little bit quicker. The next one's going to be a little bit more involved with a lot more technical functions and stuff built into it. So I'm excited about that one. I hope you guys are too. Check it out. Check out all the links I have down below. If you love this video, you'll love every single video I have on this channel. I guarantee it. So check them all out, and we'll see you in the next one.